What's up, guys? Welcome back to Collecting and Hobbies in association with the First Jedi podcast. Today, we're going to do another top 20 video. This has been requested numerous times in the last year or two. What you guys wanted us to do was a top 20 most valuable Star Wars 6-inch Black Series action figures. Now, I was in the middle of doing a top 100 best of type thing, like favorites, and I did do about half of it. And after about halfway through, it really started to get pretty complicated in a way, because they really started getting better after the fourth or fifth year. And so I'm still in the process of doing that, but I thought I'd change it up a little bit and do this other one. And so basically, we're going to go by some of this work has been done for me. Shout out to Action Figure 411. I'm going to show you guys one way to actually kind of figure out the values real easily, real quickly. And I'm actually going to show you some content where you can actually see that. And so the black screen or whatever I have on here right now isn't going to be on here the whole video, obviously. So actually, let's just go ahead and crack into the top 20 and I'll explain it while I'm doing it. So coming in at number 20 as the most valuable Star Wars The Black Series action figures is the Target exclusive Duel's End Darth Vader. Look at that photo reel right there. So I got plenty of pictures of these, sort of. And there's this little chest box, got some slashes in it and everything. And this is actually from Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he's actually going for roughly about $70 to $100 right now. Now, this is where I'm getting the values from. I've seen other people do videos similar to this, but like the cheapest, the most valuable, the most expensive, or stuff like that. And the more valuable ones is much more accurate. But when it comes to, like, say, getting a figure under $10, if you're looking at 411.com, then there's a lot of things it doesn't take into account. And it's, unless you're not paying sales tax somewhere, if we're talking like Amazon or eBay, just a single figure, not a lot, where you're combining the values and dividing them. Oh, I only paid $8 a figure because I bought like 20 of them for such and such price. It's virtually impossible to get any figure for $10 unless, well, $10 plus tax. So it's not as easy. So anyway, so I actually looked this figure up myself on eBay just a minute ago. Some of these are the listings right here. This is actually, it's Saturday, April 27th. And I'll show you in a minute. Some of these actually sold within the last couple of days. Now, one thing that doesn't, okay, so these are active auctions and they're not calculated into the price history. So the rows that are gray are excluded from buy it now calculations. So basically, anything that's active is not actually calculated into the value of the prices. So if something says it's worth like $73 right here, and this is over the last 45 days, I actually went to a different part of the website where it's more accurate, and not just the overall part. The anyway, the last one that I saw sold was for $70, or somebody bought one for $70 in the last couple days, and there's even been some that sold for $100 or $90. More than likely, if you have this figure and somebody offers you $90 for it, you probably take it. I don't encourage this kind of thing, but I was just doing a list because you guys actually wanted us to do this. And so let me go ahead, go back a little bit, show you what I'm talking about. So what they're calculating as most valuable is the actual aftermarket value after the retail price. So this retails for $27.99 and selling for an average of $73.57, which means it's $45.58 above retail. So that's how they're actually doing this here. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and do this, and then I'll tell you about the inaccuracy on the other stuff later on. All right, so coming in at number 20 with Darth Vader, Duel's End. This was a 2023 release. You could actually still find this in store if you're lucky. Give them the DPCI. And I personally did not pick this one up because I already had a Darth Vader. So I didn't feel the need to buy another one. Now, this one I do have because I was a completionist the first couple of years. And coming in at number 19 is Bosk. And he is, of course, from the Blue Line. This figure came out in Wave 7, 2014. Original retail $19.99 from The Empire Strikes Back. And so I looked this figure up just a minute ago on eBay myself. You could get one of these loose for about $35 to $45. And you could get him for roughly $65 to $70 if you're lucky. Probably around the $70 price range. But there's a lot of them. Actually, a lot of people are trying to sell this for $80+. And these prices that you see here do not include sales tax or shipping. So even if you see ones like at the lower end of the range, like $64.99, might have like $10 or $15 shipping. So the market value for that figure, that's just a way to get the figure to show up easier in a search to get the lowest price. But then when you click on it, it's really, if it's, it might be $64.99, but then with the shipping, it's more like $74.99, and this one might be free shipping. So either way, it's really the same thing. So if you, just you looking through here, you can tell that the average price here is around $80. People are trying to sell this for, some of them are trying to sell it for even more. This one I actually checked. This is the lowest one listed on here. And the only one they have left, it says pick either Bosk, Luke, Han, Clone, Commander, Cody, or Emperor. The only one that's even left is this one, the Clone Sergeant, actually. So let's go ahead and just, for good measure, let's go ahead and get a nice good look at Bosk here real quick. So you can see the actual figure. And blow it up a little bit. And this is the Bosk. Okay, my phone glitched there for a second. I've never seen that before. But he's pretty good, pretty detailed figure. I actually ranked this one pretty high on my top 100 list. But he is from the Blue Line, basically Series 2, Year 2, or whatever you want to call it. All right, so let's go a little bit faster here and try to get this. All right, so coming in at number 18, we have 000 with an average market value of $68.47, which is over $48 more than its original retail price. And let's check him out. He's basically just C3PO with in black with scissor hands. But he's from the comic book series Dr. Aphra, which is technically, I believe it's Legends. It's not canon, I don't believe, because it was a comic book. So I don't think Disney's made it canon yet. So that's 000 right there. And coming in at number 17 is the Amazon exclusive Emperor Palpatine with throne, or Amazon exclusive in USA at least, with a market value of $93.03, which is $53 above the original retail price. He comes with a couple of heads, actually 3 heads altogether. He comes with his lightning, which is desperately what everybody wanted and needed from the original and the archive or the other releases. And so let's check out these. Some of these heads are more like Senator Palpatine, Revenge of the Sith. And then this one, I believe, is more like the Return of the Jedi look with the throne. It comes with soft goods, cape. I don't know what that is. It's just part of the box. I was going to say, I didn't think he came with a lightsaber. But yeah. So this is the Amazon exclusive. Coming in at number 17. Number 16 is a Target exclusive, which I also didn't pick up because I already have. Well, I got this figure in 3.75 inch scale. And it's Anakin Skywalker from basically Attack of the Clones or the Clone Wars. He's a pretty decent figure. But when I saw it in hand, I wasn't really impressed with the head sculpt. It looks a little different in person. And I've already got the other Anakin. So let's go on to the next one, which is actually Hunter. That's actually kind of surprising to me, but because this one just came out recently, 2021. He has an average market value of, wow, $118. Well, I've been actually looking for Clone Wars figures recently, and I've seen this one selling for about $70 to $80 recently. So, yeah. See, okay, now this $5 thing right here, lowest found, that's not even close to accurate because, let's see if it actually shows it on here. Okay, so Hunter, where is it? See, now like this one right here. Star Wars Black Series era Bo-Katan and Hunt. Well, that's not exactly the figure, but it Um, that's a different hunter. That's from season 2, different costume. So these types of things, this listing, this what he's doing here is actually pretty cool, but at the same time, sometimes these other things get into the mix. So if these things are being put into the average, it can bring the price either way up or way down because they're not actually part of what the actual graph is supposed to be. There is no such thing as a $5 hunter when he's going for $70 or $80. That's just crazy. So the go ahead and check him out real quick. Get a good look at him and the Bad Batch. Yeah, so that's why that's the main thing I was trying to talk about was that kind of thing, and the fact that, like, now if you're going on the low end of the spectrum, then plus the shipping and tax and all that stuff, you may not ever find it for what you think you're going to find it for. Like if a listing says it's like $9.99 or something like that, that doesn't include shipping and tax. So it could be actually like $50 or whatever, and that's just not calculated into this mix. So these averages are based off prices without shipping. So if people are selling, say, Hunter for $50 plus $20 shipping, then everything that this thing is calculating is going to keep calculating it and averaging them out to $50 instead of what you're really paying, like 70 or 80. So it's a good tool, but it's not guaranteed. It's not 100% accurate. And people are just like basically going kind of like what I'm doing, where I'm just, going through the list and, oh, so this guy sells for this guy sells for that. Now, if you're doing this on the low end of the spectrum and you think you're going to find something for $9 or $8, it's not going to happen. Just not going to happen. Not likely. Very few figures go for that price. Maybe, like I said, without shipping, but no, you're not going to find anything for under $9. I mean, there's Mon Mothma. If you're a pro member, you can get her for like 908. Or there's a couple of GameStop clearances, but then again, you have to spend over $75 to get free shipping. So it's kind of like buying a lot, but otherwise you'll be paying at least $6.99 for shipping. So it's just probably not going to happen. So Cara Dune is next up. She comes in at $75.83. And just in case you've never seen her, this is what she looks like. She's from The Mandalorian. And maybe she'll be on there again someday, but probably not likely because she got fired by Disney or something she said on Twitter. It didn't make a lot of sense, but I don't really remember what she said, but I don't think it was all that big a deal. But okay, so number 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Number 13 is Clone Commander Fox. And he's going for, wow, $99 on here. See, there's another one, $5. Acrylic base, stand, no toy. These are getting mixed in there, so you just can't, it's not 100% accurate. Plus, I don't think it even said he was going for $100. 85 it says, or 78. Between $78 and $80 is what this is saying. But if you saw you just saw the listings on eBay, they're going for 99, 89, 90, 100. So, I mean, I'm sure there's more than that. I don't think this site is that accurate or keeps every single listing. Um, so, yeah. So, Commander Fox is number 13, I think. And then we got Princess Leia, $80.60. And this is from Return of the Jedi, where she's Jabba's prisoner, is what they originally called it on the first version of the figure. It's from the original first year. It's wave 2. I think her number is 5 in the whole entire series. Yeah, number 5. Slave outfit. I know a lot of people want this to come back in the archive line. They did a fan vote. She came in slightly behind Commander Cody, who was number 1. She was number 1 in a lot of rankings, but Commander Cody beat her out at the last second. And every other person in that like top 20 or top 16 list or whatever got made except for her. So maybe someday. Okay. So this one is not actually a figure, but it's $62 over retail. So it's $182.60, and it's the Black Series Snow Speeder, which I haven't even seen this thing in a long time. Okay, so we don't need to look at all that, but so coming in at number 11 is the Snow Speeder from 2020. Originally retailed for $119.99. So I don't know a lot of people have this one. But there's the current market value, $182.60. And this is another perfect example, after I show you the picture, of why this can sometimes be highly inaccurate. There's a Snow Speeder. One of the problems is you didn't get to see the figure. And a lot of times, especially back then, people wanted to see the paint job. So now this is why it can be very inaccurate. See this? Average. Okay, so look at what comes up in the search with the listings. So you got $234.99, $154.99, and then now it's coming up with just single figures that are $47.99, $82.99. That doesn't make a lot of sense. See, this is why this can be highly inaccurate sometimes, because most of those were figures, not even the actual vehicle. So you got to do your research. Okay, so coming in at number 10, we have the SDCC exclusive Grand Admiral Thrawn. This originally retailed for, I think, $49.99. So there's the box that it comes in. He comes with a few accessories and just the regular figure. It's really he comes with like a couple of like trophies, a Salamaria. No, wait, I don't think he comes with that. He comes with some trophies and stuff. And then he's, of course, in a very fancy box. See, a lot of these are $250 plus, $199. Okay, let's click on this just to see, what all it comes with and stuff. And it doesn't actually show. Wait, maybe it does. I know you could take the slipcover off. There we go. So there's what the inside of the box actually looks like. Hold on, I gotta go through it again. Right there. Focus. So it comes with a few little trophy things. And it's just a regular figure. I believe that's Commander Gree's helmet from, what is it, Phase 1? Or Revenge of the Sith? I don't know. It's another version of him. A comic book version, maybe? Then, and he comes with that. All right, moving on. So coming in at number 9 is Obi-Wan Kenobi from Episode 1, The Duel of the Fates, 101.65, which is 76.66 markup from the actual retail price, which I believe was $19.99, 24, yeah, $24.99. He was I believe he was a convention exclusive. So let's get a better look at him real quick. It's the same figure from the red and black box, just in a different package. There's a couple of these that are like that Thrawn, and it comes with some extra accessories. 20th anniversary. This one came out in 2019. And $70, $94.99. See what the listings have him as right now. $129.95, $100, $500 graded. That's crazy. All right, so let's see what number 8 is. So number 8 is the Imperial Shadow Squadron, which is basically just a Return of the Jedi speeder bike with a couple of stormtroopers molded with all black plastic. This one was originally, see what it says on there, $49.99 it says. Yeah, I remember it to be $69.99, then $59.99, and then $49.99. It went through a couple of price changes when it was at Target. Or maybe it was on sale or something, but so there's basically a biker scout in black plastic, and this is just a stormtrooper with pauldron, looks like. Black plastic. That's what I remember. Yeah, it's this stormtrooper with a pauldron. One of the nicer sets, but it did. It went in and out of stock, stuck around for a little while, and then just disappeared. They were a Target exclusive in the United States. So Crosshair is going for $99.64, which is $76 above his retail. And here he is. This is the original one from season 1. And I'm hearing that there could potentially be a re-release of this soon. There's also an Imperial version where he's all black armor. All right, so the next one coming in at number 7 is also a convention exclusive of Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot. Coming in at, it says $105. I thought it was worth way more than that. I've seen them recently for like $200 or $300. I thought. Let's see what the listings are. $129, $180, 80, 75, 50. Yeah, but so he goes up and down in value quite often. But it's the exact same figures, the original release. It's just on a different card for the 40th anniversary of Star Wars. So this one came out in 2017 then. And on the back, it's like all holographic foil card, like a hologram. That was one of the main things about it. It's literally all the rest of them right here from 1977 wave. Darth Vader. GameStop exclusive. So here's another picture where the light is different. You can tell that it's, the hologram type. See, there's on the back. So coming in at number 5 is the first release of Anakin Skywalker from Revenge of the Sith. $101.57. Let's check them out real quick. This is not the archive version, by the way, but they did release it in archive. And I guess since he's not on this list, he's not quite up there. Last time I looked, he was about the same price, but his archive version goes from like $70 to $100 back and forth because it does have the photo reel. So some people think it's a little bit better. And this one came out in the final wave of the first series in 2014. So coming in at number 4 is Clone Captain Rex. This was credited to be the first one with photoreal. So 117.75 is his average. And the exclusive version, I believe, does not have photoreal, but this one does. But he was in another DJ, Ray for Island Journey. Those were also in the same wave, so you could say that those were also the first in photoreal, I guess. You can tell and look at his eyebrows and his eyes. Definitely tell the photoreal there. I think maybe on the helmet too. I got a few of those, but soft goods, comma. If you went to GameStop often, actually Captain Rex wasn't that hard to find. At least not from my area. Boba Fett, San Diego Comic-Con, Empire Strikes Back, 40th anniversary, $136. And this is in the Kenner colors, I think. Yeah, basically Kenner color paint job. And it doesn't look like it's hollow foil. I don't believe it is. But, it's the same figure as the original one, just different paint job. You know the original. Also San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, the very first Black Series figure in 6-inch scale. Boba Fett and Han Carbonite, $163.37. I've seen this go for more than that sometimes too, like 200 or 300 sometimes. It's gone up and down. The only thing exclusive to this is the box that it comes in and this, which they released. I don't know if it's the exact same one or very similar to it. Single carded several years later. But the figure is the same. and he's, I think, number 6 in the second wave, the one after Slave Leia. And number 1 is Captain Rex, $150. Okay, so he has a different value simply because the Boba Fett went for $34.99, I believe, or something like that, and the original Captain Rex was like $19.99 or $24.99. Yeah, $24.99. And this is the same figures what I just showed you a minute ago, just with a different box. And I believe that this one does not have photoreal, but I could be mistaken on that. I have the regular release. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about photoreal in the description, so. And I believe that Boba Fett went for $34.99. I was there. So no, $44.99. Wow. That's like a deluxe 2-pack nowadays. And that Han Solo doesn't even move. It does come with a little display stand though. So you can make it hover like when they were pushing it and they're moving it, so it just like kind of hovers above the ground. All right, guys, so that's it for the top 20 most valuable Star Wars Black Series figures. And I might do another list similar to this without the exclusives in it, just to see how different it is. Because there are several exclusives in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 exclusives, no, 8 exclusives, 9, 10 exclusives, and a vehicle. So, yeah, if I did a top 20, it would be 50% of it would be different. So, all right, so thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And I'm going to continue with the next year of my top 100 pretty soon. And may the Force be with you, and happy May the 4th, because that's probably when I'll put this up.